Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking trending topics with Anonymous Tea. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, friends, and your foes. And don't forget to hit the like button. So we got trending topics to talk about on this good Sunday. And we're going to start off with, well, I think a lot of this is music themed. A lot of this is music themed. And we're just going to kick it right off. So speaking of music, Bow Wow did an interview with Cam Newton's podcast and gave Sierra, his ex-girlfriend, her flowers, talked about the Millennium Tour, how he would have loved for her to co-headline the Millennium Tour, and it wasn't his decision for her not to be a part of it, because we know, of course, she had opened up for Missy Elliott on Missy Elliott's recent tour. Said that, they had a lot of similarities, that, they sold 3 million out the gate. He sold 3 million out the gate. They had a #1 song in their Song Like You. And he said that Sierra does not get enough of her flowers. I think the issue with Sierra, just my opinion, is Sierra wants to be a pop star, right? She really wants to be a pop star. I think she said she feels like she should have the Beyonce type of success, the crossover type of success, but her lane is really R&B. So when she does songs like Promise, when she does songs like Body Party and things like that, that is like where her strength is. But she then releases these other songs that don't perform as well, because that's not really what the people want to hear. So that's just my opinion, right? Because I prefer her songs like Promise, Body Party, Goodies, Like a Boy, all that stuff, right? So, but then she releases some of these other stuff because she really wants to be pop. So there's that. But speaking of the Millennium Tour, we've got all types of special guests and surprises. So in the Atlanta show for the Millennium Tour, Plies brought out Keith Sweat, y'all. And it was pandemonium in the crowd. It was pandemonium. Everybody was screaming on top of their lungs. I think there's confusion on what the demographic is for this Millennium Tour. I'm thinking the demographic is 30 and up, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But, they were screaming at the top of their lungs. And where is there going to ever be Keith Sweat slander in Atlanta? Like I'm confused. Like, that's never going to happen. Plies was on the floor and everything else. But it's good when you show your flowers and everything else. Nivea was emotional. She's also on the Millennium Tour because she said this is the first time all 4 of her kids got to see her in concert and all of her family members were present. So she was emotional. Also, we had as well Omarion. He brought out his kids. His daughter was dancing. His son, they had like a little dance thing for Kendrick Lamar and DJ Mustard's Turn the TV Off. But then the son started singing on that one song, y'all. That one song about the bleep it like grocery song. So I was like, okay. So then speaking of tours as well, y'all, we got to talk about Usher Raymond. Usher Raymond is overseas, y'all. Usher Raymond's overseas, and I felt a little way. I've seen him in concert before, twice, I think 2 or 3 times, but I feel a certain type of way, y'all, because why did he bring out Craig David? And I was like, the early 2000 me, and I was like, and I think Craig David performed 7 days, and I was just in awe. because I'm like, man, Craig David still looks fine. Still looks fine. Came out with the Jane. Came out with live vocals. The mic was on, y'all. And I was featuring all of it. I was feeling all of it. And I was like, a collab would be incredible. And this is one of the reasons I love Usher. Listen, his personal life is a hot mess. We don't need to discuss that. But Usher the artist, Usher the performer, has always been professional, bar none. And one of my favorite things about Usher is he always pays homage, always gives everybody their flowers. I love specifically on this tour, he really has been highlighting a lot of the R&B artists that have done it for the culture. And even though Craig David is from across the pond, he has those hits. And the one thing I love too about Craig David is they still love him overseas. They still love him till this day. They screamed and for him like he was a brand new artist, y'all. Like he was a brand new superstar artist. But that is the love and respect that I have. Like when you're in the UK, it's like if you have any type of hits, they love you forever. It doesn't matter if your last hit was 20, 30, or 40 years ago. They will love you forever. And that's the one thing that I loved. I love seeing that with Craig David. I'm not too familiar with his newish stuff. But his old stuff goes hard in the paint every single time. Stays on the playlist, y'all. Also, Chris Brown, as you know, he has announced the Breezy Bowl, his Super Bowl of stadium performances. Well, he has announced that there is a demand for more tour dates and has announced that there's going to be a second show added in Detroit at Ford Field, y'all. So demand is up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. For those of you that are attending Chris Brown, as a reminder from my video last night, please do not wear red bandanas for those of you who are going. And apparently, allegedly, there's inflations already for the brown bandanas wherever you are shopping for them. So keep that in mind as well. But really, listen, you don't need to be throwing up gang signs for residuals. It's unnecessary, y'all. It is absolutely unnecessary. Staying on the music theme, y'all. For those of you loving hip-hoppers, loving hip-hop fans, we got some diss tracks that have dropped, y'all. So what happened was, this all stemmed because, there was some shade being thrown at Bambi saying that she's not getting any listeners on the Spotifys, that the Spotifys is not Spotifying for the Bams. And so Bams put out a diss track basically, throwing shade and talked about her numbers, and the song is called 11. Well, since y'all, Spice also came out with a diss track, also called 11, and does some responses. And so basically, Spice said, "Besties, let's have some fun with Bambi. You asked for it, so now visit the iTunes store and buy it." So then there was a clip of Bambi and somebody else. They were throwing around what made to be looking like a blue wig or purplish blue wig of Spice, and throwing it on the ground. So then Spice, y'all, did a post saying, "Since Bambi made a video tossing around a blue wig, I had to buy a blonde wig and go visit her quickly with laughing emojis. Besties, I'll be in church tomorrow, so we'll resume this on Monday if she carries on. Hashtag Spice11 song out now." And it is Spice, y'all, swinging around a blonde wig that says Bambi on the tag, and puts the wig, y'all, on a horse, and opens up the horse and is brushing the teeth, I guess to insinuate that Bambi is a horse, you guys. Like with the song, with the diss track playing in the background, like y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. And here's the thing. Y'all, you threw shade first, Bambi respond, and then you respond, and then Bambi responds, and then you respond again, and then we're just at HELL in a handbasket on this good Sunday. No. Now, lyrically, as far as flow goes, I would say Spice's flow is better, even though the digs are just digging, and the track, like, it is just a flat-on annihilation out here. But, listen, Bambi has been through a lot in terms of the stuff with the scrappy-doo of it all, but, I'm just hoping everybody gets their coin, everybody wins, everybody gets something out of this, but it is going to HELL in a handbasket, and all the things, y'all. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comments about these diss tracks. Who are you, Team anybody. I'm just team where the money resides. And you know, again, Spice is saying, hey, you know, if you want to mess with me, we can do this, but I'm going to go, you know, lower than low. I'm gonna go bottom of the barrel if you come for me. And yeah, she left off with brushing her teeth on a horse and throwing on a blonde Bambi wig. So nonetheless, there is that. That is all I got for this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.